Today I'm gonna talk about my love of rapping and how I got into it. Because I'm a big fan of rap and making music as an artist myself. So I first started rapping in 2015, then never again until 6 years later. It was a diss track on some YouTube loser. The only bars I can remember is something like, "You smell so bad, I can smell it from here." And then I rhyme "smell it from here" with like other things. Like the big like part of the sentence that I remember is, "I can smell it from here," because I think I really made that one like ring out or something. I don't know why I remember it, but it was kind of important to the song. But my friend who doesn't actually rap made a song in 2019 that I basically wrote all of, and everyone in the school knew about it, even though it was only on YouTube for a few years. Like, I an acquaintance of mine was like, "Oh, you made that song, right?" Like, a lot of people in the school knew for some reason. And I guess my friend knows how to gather attention, I guess. Which is sad because he doesn't rap today. But eventually he let me feature on one of his songs, which I basically made the entire thing again in 2021. It was my first ever released song, and it was literally a stolen Mario Judah beat. So I had no idea how to produce back then in 2021, but later that year I started producing. So it has been 3 years since I made a beat, since I started producing, you know? And that Mario Judah beat wasn't mine, so I obviously did not produce it. I made a couple joke songs, but I didn't have potential until 2022 when my producer friend produced my first ever song that isn't a feature or a YouTube video, and is currently my most streamed song other than the song made with my friend who doesn't rap that has the Mario Judah. I eventually made 2 more songs in 2022 that didn't start again until 2023, where I made almost 2 entire EPs. My music was officially released on YouTube with over 100 views on one of the songs. And my music did not release this year until my friend paid for my distributor subscription. So it wasn't on Spotify until now. And so far I've dropped 2 EPs, 2 albums, and 3 singles over the past year, with a total of 31 songs. Eventually, me and my friend who doesn't rap dropped the music video to success with nearly 300 views. And after that, my friend quit rap, and all I've done recently was drop a new album. So yeah, making music is pretty fun. I have ties to rapping as far back as like 2015. So I technically have been doing it for a long time. But 2015 is where it started, and then it picked up in 2021. Kind of 2019, because I wrote my friend's song, basically, the entire thing. So it wasn't picked up until 2021. Then it was dropped again, and it wasn't like really picked up until 2022. And you know, I just feel like I haven't reached my potential yet. Like, my streams are so minor, and the cash I make is so little that I can't reach my full potential. Hell, on the new album, I've only heard good things about 2 songs. The rest, I don't know shit about. So, I guess my music isn't very consistent. And I didn't really get into music. Like, I've been listening to music since like 2018. It started with System of a Down, but I listened to only System of a Down. Then later in 2018, I started listening to Brockhampton, which I don't listen to anymore, but they were really good for the time. And then in 2019, I basically stopped listening to music for like a year until 2020, where I first listened to Kanye West. Of course, it's not the first time I ever listened to him. I've been hearing his songs on the radio since like 2008, which I was like 4 at the time. But I didn't actually give him a genuine listen until 2020. And my love for music still hasn't really kicked off at that point. I listened to Kanye West, Tyler the Creator, and that was pretty much it. Until 2021, where I got really into music. Like, I got really into Kanye West in that year. I got really into... Well, actually, in 2019, I did listen to music. I listened to only Weezer and Radiohead. And that was the first time I listened to Radiohead, and Radiohead was really good. I don't listen to them anymore, but they were really good. I don't listen to Weezer anymore either, but their OK Human album was really good. And it helped me through a bad time. But... yeah, my love for music started in 2021, where Donda dropped, and I was really into Kanye's music. I got super into it because I listened to every single album in his discography, and he was the first artist I ever became like a genuine, like, I became more than a fan of, you know? Like, I was a fan of like System of a Down and all that, but I was like a big fan of Kanye West, and I still am today. Even though his new album is out of my rotation, I still consider Kanye to be my favorite artist ever. And that has yet to be topped. So, I picked up Kanye West again in 2021 and became a genuine fan. He inspired me to make music, but at the time I was only producing beats. I was only making beats, and they were all shit, by the way. Maybe except for one, which I am planning to rework. But I want my friend to help me with it, but he just won't. So I don't think that song will ever release, but that's like one of my oldest beats I have downloaded. And yeah, I feel like music is my biggest passion right now. I could just talk about music to anybody. Even my family, my friends, and even random people in person or on the internet. So yeah, music is the biggest thing going for me at the moment. I love it more than video games currently. But I just feel like music hasn't hit the same since like last year where all that shit went down. I feel like smoking weed like boosted my happiness and like my love for music because it just made the experience better. But now that I don't, it just, I'm raw dogging listening to music now, and it just doesn't feel the same. Like, music and video games don't feel the same, but now I'm gaining more and more love for music with each day. Unlike video games where I'm not gaining more love for it. So, I think there's still potential in my love for music, but video games, I'm not sure at the